Talking Points on Sunday discussed the report of the Ghana Integrity Initiative GII, the local chapter of Transparency International, in which the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation is accused of bias in favor of the governing National Democratic Congress. Panelists were of the view that the report was not a fair assessment of GBC's allotment of airtime for political party campaigning.
The major parties, they spend a lot of time attacking each other, speaking on almost every issue. And some parties don't speak on any issue at all. So what must GBC do? Go and imagine what they are saying. What did you really compare? What did you really take note of? What were your indices? What index were you looking for to say that this has been done? That is very important in any scholarly report, particularly in a critical report.
In the newsroom, how should something like this be handled? When one party is campaigning with about 5 fronts, other political parties are campaigning with less than that. When the story is coming from that political party, you have 5 stories coming in. From the other political parties, you have less than 5 stories coming in. How should one handle this in the newsroom or the state media?
You have a problem, first of all, of editorial discretion. Within that realm, you have a matter of choice. Choice depends on content, the relevance of content, and then the availability of the totality of information that comes to you for a particular bulletin, for a particular hour. You understand it? So if I've got all these haven't come in, and they've all been properly treated, edited, and passed, and they are the only ones that I have, what do? I don't go on air, or I take one because I'm going to have to wait for another 2 to arrive from nowhere, which I'm not aware of, or become a dreamer and concoct stories and cover it up. You see, you are placing the news people in a very difficult situation, right? I have a time for me to use my bulletin to go on air. And this is the information that I have. I go along with it. The only thing may be that after the bulletin has been passed and gone on air, and that is the reason I suppose that we have several bulletins per day, per night. All that the editorial desk will have to do is look out. If some new items are on, again, we'll sit down, use our editorial discretion relative to what is available, right? And then reshuffle. And I think it is done. But in the absence of that, and there's a vacuum, I'm bound to repeat what I have because I have to fill the air, the space that I have. I have to. Let them understand, please, that professionally you have a problem. And
but
this
someone watching GTV will not understand that this is the challenge you have in the newsroom. Just as the Ghana Integrity Initiative will just monitor GTV and conclude that, well, you're not being...
Well, I guess that my intervention is educating them sufficiently about what goes on in the newsroom at any given time. So you have to learn to give yourself the chance that if my news goes in there by 9:45 and there is a bulletin at 11 o'clock, it has a greater chance of getting into it. Because the chaps in the newsroom, look, they are sitting on tenterhooks. Please, gentlemen of the country, that sitting in that chair is not an easy